All right, friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Healing Together. My name is Adam. I go by Coach HardgainZ. That's the name of my coaching platform. And it's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Absolutely beautiful. I would almost say perfect. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's warm, even in the shade, but it's cool enough where you're not sweating and hot and miserable. And I am in a lot of pain today. And that's something that I have such a hard time with when it's a beautiful day out and I am so limited to what I can do. And so along those lines, today I wanted to make a video that kind of addresses something that I think is not discussed anywhere near enough, which is the role of our loved ones, friends, family members, caretakers who are there for us in the midst of our limitations, okay? Injuries, ailments, limitations we may be born with. And I guess in reality, we can say that we all have limitations because everybody does. But what I mean is obviously physical limitations, mental limitations, even emotional limitations. And the people that are there for us on a regular, consistent, ongoing, long-term basis. Those are some special people. Let me tell you, those are God's gift to those of us with limitations, obviously. And the reality is that while we would all love to admit and think that we are one of those people, I don't think that we really are, right? Because it takes a certain person to be that way. And it also takes a certain person to allow someone into our lives knowing that they're going to be taking care of us. That's not easy for many of us. Especially those of us who have sudden limitations or new limitations, let's say, right? Okay. Now, it's also worth mentioning that it's not easy to continue to take care of someone with limitations, right? Obviously, we can all imagine that, or we know that, or those of you out there who are the caretakers and the loved ones, the family members, you know how much of a potential burden it can become. And so, you know, there are people out there who start being compassionate, loving, and supportive of someone, and then just can't take any more. But there's a right way and a wrong way, and a good way and a bad way to leave someone or stop caring for someone. And I mean like physically caring for, not like emotionally caring for. I mean like taking care of. There's a way to stop taking care of someone that we don't just leave them high and dry, take off on them. Let's leave it at that. And so, for me, being someone who was always very strong and I loved helping people move. I did a lot of service. You know, of course, I did construction and tree work, and I've been bodybuilding for 25, 6, 7 years. And for me to go from being the person who could always, you know, lift the heavy things, carry the heavy things, move the heavy things, do the hard things, to being somebody who's just so limited to sometimes I can barely bend over after my spinal fusion. Sometimes I can't even open my eyes when my TBI flares up. To be that person on the other side of things is very hard, very, very hard. And so I also want to mention to you, family members, loved ones, and caretakers, that being the person that you're taking care of can also be a very, very hard position to be in. And I am so grateful for my children who have always been supportive and loving of my limitations as they've come on, and helpful. My older boys are incredible. And my partner, my current partner, is absolutely amazing. And she's definitely the most compassionate, giving person I've ever met in my life. And so for me to, well, and I'll also mention that she didn't know me really before my limitations. So she's only known me with my limitations. But she's known of me before my limitations, knowing a lot of what I did before. And so she's very, very understanding. And certainly a very special special soul. And so to all of you special souls out there, I want to say thank you. And to all of you and to all of those living with the limitations, I want to say keep your head up. That's why we're healing together here. And this is a place where we can come and share our feelings and experiences. And so I want you guys to open up in the comment section, because this is a place where you have so many people that can relate to you, myself included. We have so many wonderful people in this community here at Healing Together. It's amazing to me. Around the world, we have people that encourage each other, share their stories, whether it's through addiction, whether it comes from a relation to an addiction or a relation to an ailment or an understanding of an emotion. We have so many people who respond throughout the comment section that sometimes I get teared up, in reading the comments. So friends, that's today's video. As I promised, because I went incognito for a while, as you know, I was taking care of a lot of things, mainly my custody battle for my children and bringing them home. They're right over there playing on the other side of the field here on our property. And that's my joy in life. And so that's my purpose. And here we are, healing together. All right, friends. I'll catch you in the next video. See ya. Goodness, I just recorded the entire video with one of my nipples hanging out. #free the nipple.